Hey everybody, this is Panda over at AS, and thanks to the kind folks at Ysbyrd and Necrosoft, I have the privilege of bringing you a review for Demonschool. Now, for those of you who don't have time to sit down for a full review, totally understand. Let me break it down. Gameplay's good, combat's good, music's good, visuals are good, character dialogue is phenomenal, kind of cheesy, but fun. Really no complaints on this one. If tactical RPG strategy games are up your alley, this is definitely one of them. If you're a fan of games like Persona, this is definitely one of them. So do recommend. It is a hoot and a half, and I really got no complaints. But for those of you who do want to take a little bit of extra time for me to discuss what it is I'm talking about and why, go ahead and grab a seat, and I will be happy to dive into it a little bit further for you. So starting with the gameplay loop, you play a character named Faye. Faye's a demon hunter. Faye is going to college. Faye is going to college on an island full of demons, and you are stopping the apocalypse, the demon apocalypse. Well, I guess it'd be the human apocalypse because of the demons. Somebody's apocalypse. And you got 11 weeks. You got 11 weeks to do it. And that's pretty much the initial story. Now, of course, you make friends along the way. Your friends become your teammates, and you can get them abilities. You can really kind of break them down and develop them in ways that can either help or hinder your gameplay, for sure. And really, that's the core gameplay mechanic. You go, you try and solve side quests, you try and solve main quests, you're trying to stop the demons. I really want to kind of be as spoiler-free as I possibly can. I don't want to dive into this too much, but it really gets nitty-gritty right off the gate. You see people explode. It's wild. There is light gore. It is a light horror, as they put it. But more or less, it's pixelated violence. It's really not too terrible, but if that's something that you're not really into, you may want to steer clear of this title or watch somebody else play it. As far as the combat, now this is where it got wild for me, right? And this is an unscripted review, so forgive me if I double state something, but the combat is nuts. So when I hear tactical RPG, I think of things like Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre, Unicorn Triangle strategy, stuff like that, you know. This kind of falls in that ball court. It's not a huge map that's gridded. It's really more of a narrow strip that's gridded. And your characters, they don't move left and right. They move up and down and diagonally. You do move left or right, but it's a single square. Like you don't have the same kind of range of movement that you would in other tactical RPGs like this or strategy RPGs. So you have to be really mindful of how you approach a fight. But the good news is they have a very, very good planning system. And with the planning system, generally what you can do is you can test out the outcomes of your moves before you actually fully commit to them, which is great. Without that, I probably wouldn't be getting nearly as many A's as I have. But on the other side of that coin, you can also retry battles from within the battle. You just press start and hit retry, or at the end of a battle. If you feel like you could do better and you didn't get that A for all the upgrade materials and the opals that will help with your buying of skills, that's a great way to just jump right back into it, try it again, and see what works and what doesn't. I mean, really, by the third battle, I was struggling. I was having a hard time getting those A's. The first one, they pretty much hold your hand through it. You can still mess it up, but they more or less hold your hand through it. The second one was pretty straightforward, but by that third one, I'm just like, I don't know how I can solve this in 2 turns. I don't know how it works, but I figured it out eventually. So don't feel bad. Or if you're this amazing strategist, you know, it's up to your alley. Give it a shot. See how you do. But yeah, combat's good, man. It's fluid. It feels good. I didn't really have any struggles with it in terms of doing it. Just more of the struggles of doing it well. But yeah, the game is an open world. You have segmented parts of the map that you visit via a central HUD, more or less. And you can visit these other areas, kind of similar to what you see with like Digimon Survive or Persona, stuff like that. It works out well. All of the maps are, in my opinion, fairly well designed, very full. Nothing feels empty unless that's the intention. And when I say that, I mean light horror game. Like obviously they want to kind of set that atmosphere. But all of the maps have some form of dialogue. It has something that's hidden there that you need to do, or should do rather, to kind of, like, a good example is, without again spoiling too much, I interacted with a fountain, and the first time I did it, nothing happened. The second time I did it, something did. So it's definitely worth it to interact with people, to talk to people, to talk with objects, or interact with objects. Even, I mean, if you want to talk to objects, go ahead. Who am I to judge? I mean, I guarantee Faye would. So, but yeah, core gameplay mechanic. Go, do things, fight demons. That's pretty much it. You can build relationships with your partners. I don't know quite to what extent yet, as this is a very in-depth and lengthy game. I've got a few hours into it, but nothing near to the extent of where I would be able to comfortably answer that. And again, even if I did know, I wouldn't spoil it for you. The music's phenomenal. Love everything about it. In fact, one of the tracks you're hearing right now is from within the game. It is great. They have the highs, the lows, the scary tones, everything that you could possibly need to really kind of build the atmosphere. The visuals, again, I can't praise them enough. I love the pixel art style over the 2.5D environment. That it pops really well, but at the same time somehow feels natural, feels like you belong there as a character. It doesn't feel like one is competing with the other. So they did a great job with that. I really like the animations that they put in with the dialogue. It really kind of helps you understand how the character is responding, since there's no voice acted cutscenes in this. Maybe something in the future, hopefully a patch, that'd be cool. Think about it, guys. Huh? But yeah, really this game is great. But there's really not too much more to it than that, you know. You got your mini games like your fishing, your karaoke, stuff like that. But that was all discussed in the trailers, so I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything there for you guys. And yeah, I really can't recommend it enough. If it's up your alley, or even if it isn't, this might be your foot into the door in the genre. So give it a shot, give it a look, see how you feel. Hopefully I've answered most of your questions, or at least steered your opinion one way or another. And of course, if I didn't, let me know. I'm happy to have additional comments outside of the video or in the comment section. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And again, thank you so much to the folks over at Ysbyrd and Necrosoft. This is a great title. I'm super excited that you guys are pushing this out. I have a lot of fun with it, and I'm excited to see what the future brings for you.